Good evening, guys and girls. I am a bit early tonight because it's my prerogative to do that, and I wanted to come on a bit earlier because we've got 3 sets to go through. We're going to do 3 sets tonight. We've got two Amstrad 901s, CB 901s, and we've got a Harvard. I'll say a 400, 410 or something. I can't remember I can't remember what it is. It's a Harvard anyway. Hello, Clarence. Looking good, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I'm not hanging around. I'm off to paint my bathroom. You make a good job of it, my friend. Good evening, Harvey. And right, well, without further ado, guys, let's see how many's in. How many we're going to get tonight. We get quite a few just recently. Consecutive viewers, yeah, one's just peeled off, and Clarence gone off to do his bathroom, so we've got Harvey in. Never mind. Anyway, guys, let me just move because I need to change the cameras. We are on CB Radio Night tonight, and move, Scraps, move, you stupid galoot. Move! How do you expect me to get past? I don't want to run over your bloody... You're going to have me running over your feet. Move! Go out! Go on! Out! Jesus Christ, man. Hang on, I've caught on my bloody... I have to sort this fucking workshop out. There we go. Right, let's turn that camera back to where it was. I think it was the tripod that moved, wasn't it? There we go. Right, so there we go, guys. We are... So if I go to here on the laptop, and that should take me to here. CB Radio Night, it is. And we're on CB Radios. There we go. Yes. We're just getting there sorted. Right, so what we've got here, guys, we've got our standard Cybernet test mic, all our trimming tools, solder sucker, solder, meter. Just go through the cameras, the positions they're in. Camera 2, camera 1 we're not going to use because that's bench 2. So camera 2, there's camera 2 on the Marconi instrument. There's camera 4, sorry. There's camera 3, which we're going to use to zoom in, and we're going to use for the majority of the work. So basically, guys, we'll turn the power off for a second, this radio, and we'll do this one first because there's no screws in it. Right. Why is there no screws in it? Because it did have screws in when I got it, but they were the wrong ones and I lost them. So there we go. Let's take the top off. We'll zoom in a second. Hello, Rob. Good evening, sir. This is I did say what did I say this was. This is the Harvard 402 MPA. It uses the same board as what those Amstrads use, and as usual it has a nice plug-on speaker, so we can unplug the speaker. Right, so what we'll do now, we'll zoom in, and what we're going to do, we're going to change the ballast resistor. There we go. Which is this fella here. This big green thing. I'm going to change him. So we flip it upside down. Let's find out where exactly he is. Because think he's loose actually. He felt very loose when I moved him there. So I think he's there. So let's get the soldering iron. He's here. And here. Hang on. And here. There we go. My rubber's got a split in it, guys. I need to put a new nozzle on at some point. There you go. Let's just do that one there to be sure that we got it fully. There we go. I think it's fell out, to be honest. Near enough. See, that's what we put in, guys, and that's supposed to be a 3-watt resistor. Anyway, what we did, we bought some 5-watt. I hate these fucking bags. And then they put it in fucking there as well. Right. Oof. Right, so you've got to be careful. You don't want to. Right. Right, so basically what they do, they do. There we go. Right, and these are 5-watt, 1 ohm. We decided to put 1 ohm in it, guys. Why? Because then we can tune it up to 4 watts. So what we'll do, we'll get this in position. Then we can tune the radio to 4 watts then. Yeah, these are 5-watt resistors. They're a bit fucking big. But that being said, ones that were in there weren't exactly fucking skinny. Jesus. Wow. They don't want to fucking go in there, they're going in. Move that resistor capacitor out of the way. That's not broke off, is it? No. Move it out of the way. It's just getting the fucking thing to fit. I mean, the original resistor wasn't that fucking thick, but it's getting it to go down. Wow. So what if I bring it forward a little bit? I mean, they will go in. I've had these in here before. That side's in. Yeah. Right. I think we're in, guys. Yeah. Are we in? No, we're not. Right. That's fucking great, isn't it? They don't fucking fit. I think what it is, I think the wires are a bit short. So what we can do, I think the wires are a bit short because they fit in the holes. We can't put them that way in. They won't fucking fit. But they do fit in the holes. But they do fit in the holes, guys. It's just fucking... I think the wires are a bit fucking short. To be honest, I might have to make the fucking wires a bit longer. Unless, of course, what if I did that? Put them in that way. Yeah. Yeah. Put that in that way. Yeah, because that would go in, that'd go in that way. Yeah, what we could do, we could put them that way, stand them up. So let's get me pliers in. What we'll do, we'll make a J-hook on here. Right. Yeah, we'll just do it that way, guys. And we've got plenty of lead wires here. I mean, we're not short of lead wires. What we'll do, we use what we no, we won't chop a good resistor up. Let's use this one off. Oh no, it's a transistor. Might be a good one. Let's use this one off this capacitor. I've got fucking hundreds of those. Where's me clippers? Clippers. There they are. Clip that down just enough so we can still use that component if we want to. There we go. Now all we do, you'd think they'd give you a bit more wire so you can shove them in. But no, not these days, guys. 20, 30 years ago that would have been the case. But not nowadays. Nowadays they give you enough. They give you the right amount. Nowadays you get the right amount of wire. The days when they gave you extras are gone. What we'll do, get that nice and tight. There we go. Move. Oh, that went in lovely, didn't it? It's unhooked. There we go. That's got it. That's lovely, that. Now let's just solder this. Move that out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Because you do get the odd person who's in, I couldn't see that. There you go, perfect. Alright. So we'll stick that in that end. And we'll bend this down. It's still not fucking long enough, that wire. Do you believe that? Might be. Well, it may just get there. I don't think that's fucking long enough, to be honest. It might. It may just get there. See, I don't want that. Fucking what a nuisance that is, eh? fucking wire's not long enough. Jesus. I'll tell you what, it's a good job I save these, and I don't always save them. Don't always save these 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 lead ends. Normally just fucking chuck them, because the only person I know that fucking really saves them is Jay. Right. You get in there. See, basically you've got to get it right. Bastard. There you go, gotcha. Get that there. Ouch! Stuck it in my fucking finger. Now the idea is to hold that there and squeeze it together, but it doesn't always fucking work. See, I don't want it separating once it goes in. And that's about it. Once you get it with my fucking finger. It's a fucking pain in the arse, this, guys. They just don't give you enough clearance. To get the fucking resistor in place. There we go. Because we want to clear the... the original resistor go up to about fucking here, I mean. There we go. Right, that's... We'll shove that down there now. Shove that there. Shove that there. Now we've got plenty of room on it. There's nowhere else you can really put the fucking resistor. So we're down there, that's good. So we need to bring this one to there, because we don't want it on the coils, you see. Don't want it touching the fucking coils, if we can help it. Well, I think that looks about alright there. Now let's just See, we can just pull that through just slightly. Just bend it over. Because I'm not going to clip that off, it's not enough of it to clip off. So, solder. There we go. We'll do this one first. There we go. Ouch. Do that one. Right, well, I'm happy with that, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Just clip one leg of it because that's it. Right. Well, that's our yeah, that's in. Right, let's get the might not be long enough this lead for you to see what I'm doing, so I'm going to zoom out a bit because I can't move the test set any nearer. I can't move the lead any nearer, so let's try zooming out. If not, we'll go to a different camera. Right. Just try camera 4 rather. No, we're not going to do out with that, are we? You're not going to be able to see well now with that, I don't think. Maybe. No, you're not going to be able to see over the top into it. It doesn't come up high enough. So 3 is the best we're going to get. So what we'll do now, we're on there. Let's plug the mic in. We're only doing the transmitter, we've done the receivers on these. I'm going to get an extender actually, so I can extend the wire so I can bring it near to the bench. I haven't got any at the moment. Turn the power supply on. We're on channel 20 and we are doing just under 4 watts. So if I put you on there, put you on camera 2. There you go. You can see what I see now. Right, so what we need what we're going to do, we're going to set up the transmitter. Let the needle stop. It's probably peaked this actually. Yeah. Yeah, it's peaked. Let's see what we got out of this. See if we can get anything out of the other one. Right, that's 4.5. Turn this one down. That's 4 watts. See where we are on channel 40 and channel 1. 4 watts, on 40, and on 1, just a smidge over 4 watts. Low power, I don't think is adjustable on these sets. That resistor's not getting at all hot. Well, it is, but not stupidly. So it's put on low power. Low power isn't adjustable on these. So what you get is probably about 400 milliwatts, between that and 300. Right, so what I'll do, guys, now I've adjusted the transmitter, I'll unplug it and I'll take you through what I've adjusted on camera 3. We'll go to camera 3 and I'll zoom in and I'll show you what I've adjusted for the transmitter. I'll come and say hello to everybody in a minute, don't worry, you're not being ignored, you never are. Now, so what we'll do, we'll get a pointy thing, and we won't use a metal one, we'll use a plastic one. Yeah, there. Zoom in. Right, so if I move some of the stuff out of the way. Ooh. Give us a bit more room, there we go. Right. Right, to set the transmitter, guys. Right, the transmitter is all on this side here. So can I, there we go. Right. So basically, to set your transmitter, you adjust him, him and him. You adjust them, so on iPower channel 20, you adjust them till they're all peaked to the centre of the peak. Then you set this for maximum, what you can get. Then you set this for maximum. Then you turn this down to about 4.5 watts, and then set your power. I usually set my power using that one, and then set your power to 4 watts like I've just done. And to do your VCO on this, you receive VCO is this here. That's for your receive VCO. You want channel 40, you want 2 volts, I think, or is it channel 1? Can't remember. But you want 2 volts on here. Yeah, 2 volts on channel 1, and I think it's 4 volts on channel 40. And this is your transmit VCO. This little capacitor here, little trimmer capacitor here, you adjust him for your transmit. And this one here is for your frequency. You adjust him for your 29, 27, 20, 27, 20, 27, 79, 125. That's where you do him. He's a bit over because the crystal I've put in. It is the right crystal, but it's a bit overzealous. So it'll take 40 years to come down, but it is in spec. So it is in spec, and it works lovely. Now what we'll do next, we'll put this one back together, and we'll do the 2 Amstrads. Now the Amstrads are exactly the same as this, so we're probably going to have the same amount of hassle. There we go. Put the top on. This one's done, guys. We don't need to worry about the receive on this. The receive is perfect because the receive was done when I first got it. So we can disconnect him because he's now doing 4 watts, which is what he was supposed to do. We've now got him right. Right, I will put him away and then I'll come and say hello to you guys. I'm not, you know me, I don't ignore everybody, I don't ignore anybody. I just need to get to a point where, there we go. Right, let's get the hellos out of the way, let's get you all spoken to. So we'll go back up to the top. There's a lot of fucking flies, I hate flies. Right, so Clarence has gone to paint his bathroom. Hello Harvey, I said hello to Harvey. Hello Julie, thanks for the coffees the other day. Thank you very much, honey. Thank you to Stuart for the coffees he got today. Thank you, Stuart. Yeah, hope your mum is good too, Julie. Absolutely, love. Lots of decisions, difficult times, but so thankful for the channels I watch, and the chat here keeps me going. Harvey, thanks. Hope you all okay with yourselves. I am. I had a really nice sleep last night, guys. My new bed was lovely and comfortable. It's been warmer today, hasn't it? I've got the front door open. It has been warm. Hello, Stuart. Evening all. I'm very late. I'm early actually. I'm early tonight, guys. I was distracted watching a Polish live stream. They're all getting drunk. Lovely. Whatever floats your boat, I suppose. Yeah, I noticed more light for longer evening times. Not used to being brighter. To it being not used to. Yeah. Well, it's the longest day of the year tomorrow, isn't it? Oh, today, isn't it? Is it the longest day of the year today? Stuart, did you get my messages on Facebook? My mum's appointment for her eye has been cancelled for tomorrow. Would you believe? Oh, they're always cancelling people's appointment. They fucking do it with me. I've got an appointment for I think it's the 15th of next month at the fucking hospital. Whether it fucking comes to fruition is a different fucking matter, innit? Anyway, guys, let's put the trimmers away for a minute. Put everything back in its box. Zoom out a bit, and we'll get the Amstrad on a screw. Now I don't know which Amstrad is which. I should, because one is in better nick than the other, and the one that's in, oh yeah, the one with the holes in the side. We'll do that one. That one is the one I got off Rob Thomas. That's the one that Rob Thomas gave me. These are all genuine made in Japan Amstrads, not the slightly cheaper and the slightly inferior Hong Kong ones. Yeah, these are all Japanese ones, these, because the Hong Kong ones are not as good, don't perform anywhere near as well. And these, a lot of people used to shy away from these because it says Amstrad on the front. But what they weren't realising was, you know, for these were £79.99 radios when they were new, almost £80 radios. In some places they were £80. A friend of mine bought one called Paul Whitaker. He bought one. I went with him for it. I think it was either Curry's or Comic. One of them two shops he got it from, and it was $79.99 that he paid for it. Amstrad 901, because he was going to get the 900, and I said, well, for the extra couple of buttons, you may as well pay the extra couple of quid and have the 901. Right, now this one, guys, somebody has deleted the ballast resistor. If we zoom in, the ballast resistor on this one has been deleted. Which is not a problem because it gives us our piece of wire anyway. But the ballast resistor has been removed and it shouldn't be. Should be there. So we're gonna do that job and replace that. And then we'll retune the radio. If I can get the fucking thing out, that is. Come on. We've got a small screwdriver. Can't quite grip it with the pliers. There you go. Right, so what we'll do next, we'll get the sucker and we'll suck ourselves a hole. There you go. My sucker's blocked, guys. You believe that? There you go. Look at that. Now, desolder that one. Oh, missed the hole. Didn't that time. Now, let's give that a bit more, because I'd like that hole a bit wider. That's it. There we go. Unplug that. Yeah, what do you call it, guys? People take stuff out and they shouldn't really. Move it out of the way. Yeah, people take resistors and all sorts of shit out and they shouldn't. Move that, I don't want to push against that coil. Now let's have a look. See, we can't just put these in because they're not quite right, but they are good enough, they'll work. And they'll give us our full 4 watts, so we can get a little bit. Right, so what we're going to do this time, guys, is clip that there. Right, shove that back through there, that'll be good enough. See, because this is actually heat, this. So we can actually solder that together there. And it shouldn't melt the wire, shouldn't melt the insulation. Because it's all fucking heat proof stuff. Right. Make sure we don't lose our fucking screws. There we go. There we go. That should do it. I hope it does. There you go. There's a fucking about, doesn't it? Right. Bend that over there. Bend that over there. That's landed on the top of that fucking capacitor, that's not good. That capacitor was in a different position on the other one. So if we get the wire, it will go in, the other one did. That goes in there. will go in there. Tell you what though guys, let's bend this up a bit further and do that. Let's move that one down. Oh, no, it's not good, it covers the fucking hole. Lift him back up, there we go. Push him over that way. So you have to make room. Right. There's a bigger fucking diode have been put in there now. The fucking diode there looks like it's been replaced. Right, so we're in there now guys. So I think we're in. And we're fucking not what we were. We should be, that looks like it will go in there. Let's just clean. There you go. There we go, we're in there now. I fucking know we're in there, I can see it. Yeah, there's the wire. So let me just get some solder. There you go. Oh. I'm going to solder this one first. There you go. That's good. Now we can try and position the resistor in a position where, see what we've done. There you go guys. See what we've done that like that, you see. That's actually better than the first one I did. That's actually worked out better than the first one because that's where it's supposed to be, about that height, so it clears all the components. That's actually better than the first one. Anyway, let's get connected up, shall we? We can use a standard Cybernet lead on these, but you've got to be careful how you connect it. If you get it wrong, it'll go bang. Just channel 20, sure everything's out of the way. Plug the mic in. Let's go to the meter. See, I can't show you all this fucking lot until I do something about making this wire a bit longer. Right, so let's put you on camera 2 so you can all see the meter. Zoom in a bit because we zoomed out with that one. There you go. Right, you can all see that. In fact, I can actually see that there better than. So we're 3 watts. Hey Courtney! Hey Tommy! Hey Courtney! I got my new bed. I got a really good sleep for the first time in months.
Well, that's good.
And it doesn't creak when I turn over. I'll see you later. Right. So what we're going to do now, guys, we're going to peak the transmitter like I did on the last one. And it's the same layout, guys. Right, that one's apparently peaked. Oh, that one's not. Whoa, get back here, you. Is now the third one. That's peaked. Now do me turn this up. That's 4.5 watts. And that one's stuck, so is it stuck because it's fucking seized, or is it stuck because it's full of salt, full of wax? So what we'll do, we'll get the slightly bigger tool on that. And we'll get the wax remover. There we go. Now we can go back to the correct tool. Right, well that was as high as it goes. So I'll set this down with this one to 4 watts. That's our 4 watts on channel 20. Let's see what we've got on channel 40. Yeah, we're just a shade under 4. Channel 1. We're just a shade over. So what we'll do, we'll just bring it slightly back up. Just that's our 4 watts on 40. That'll do. Channel 20. 4 watts. There you go, guys. Unplug that. Now this is the same. If we go back to camera 3. Right, this is the same as what we did. Right, this is the same as what we did before, guys. If I turn the radio around. See, there's the resistor we've put in, and we adjusted for our transmitter. We just get a plastic tool. Right, we did the same. We did the same adjustments, guys. It was can never get my fucking thing near it. It was him, 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 him to maximum. The one behind that resistor to maximum. That one behind the resistor, I think, balances the power. And when you got these to maximum, you turn that one back down. This one here you turn back down to get your 4 watts. And that's all you do. Just check your power balance on channel 20, channel 40 and channel 1. VCO is adjusted the same way. Frequency is adjusted the same way as what was on the last radio, because they are the same radio. I've not checked the low power. Low power does work on this. I've not checked it because it's non-adjustable. So there's no point in thinking about adjusting the low power when it can't be adjusted. So got one more to do, guys. I'm sorry if you think it's been a bit repetitive tonight, but these are jobs that just have to be done. You see, and for the VCO, guys, it's the same as the Harvard. The setting is exactly the same. And these actually, guys, these are actually, and we've already done the receiver in another video, so we're not going to cover the receiver for these radios in this video, because we've done the receiver. The receiver got done in another video. Now I've lost one of my screws. There you are. And I'm going to order another PL plug, an extension, so I can screw 2 of these together and make the lead longer. And then you can watch me make the adjustments. So this was the one that came from Rob. Rob Thomas, that is. There's a few Robs on, so I will mention his last name. This is the one came from Rob Thomas, which had somebody had nicked the ballast resistor and put a piece of wire across. I mean, really, you should have a 2 ohm ballast resistor according to some people, but I've gone for a 1 ohm. At least it's still got the resistor, and it's a fairly beefy resistor. It's a 5 watt resistor. So we shouldn't have any. I think Chris has come in, has he? Hello, Chris. How's the new bed? Did you rest? Oh, fucking hell, man! I slept like a log. Do you know, I woke up this morning and I didn't want to get up, so guess what? I didn't. I got up to go to the toilet. And that was about it. And this is actually one of those radios where the case sort of fits but never really does. But like I say, guys and girls, I've got 2 of these. I've got 2 of these Amstrad 901s, and they're both the Japanese one. So we'll pop that out of the way for now. And as I say, we're not covering the receiver in this video because we've done the receiver on these. This one could do the polish, but this is a nice Amstrad as well. Both my Amstrads, believe it or not, are actually nice. And this one, what I'm going to do with this one, guys, because we need the height on the wire, I'm going to clip the resistor. I'm going to, if it's in here, that is. For all I know, someone might have had this one. Because to be honest, it's been a while since I bought this one. I'll tell you where I got this one from. I got this one from George Christophe when we went to Goulburn. I bought this off George in a box of radios, and I've got the original Action Man mic as well. The Action Man mic is rare because there were a lot of trouble when they came out, and Amstrad changed it for another mic. So to have the original Action Man mic, you know, it's a bit nicer. This one's been extensively played with. Yeah, this one's been repaired quite a few times. This has had a few repairs done on this. This is not the nicest circuit board I've ever seen, but that being said, the radio does work. See, this has actually had a later ballast resistor put in, the same as what I've put in there. So what's been put in? Right. Well, that's a 2 ohm that's in there, guys. That's a 2 ohm. So what we'll do, we'll see if we can peak this up on 2 ohm with a 2 ohm resistor in it. And if we can, we won't change it. See what we can get it to do. Now this is the same chassis what we've been playing with. So what we need to do next is connect. I used the Midland plug for this, the Maxcom plug, because the wires just slide in there beautifully. I didn't even know Courtney was out. I thought she was in. I thought it was quiet. Yeah, I thought she was in, because I heard her coming back earlier. Right. Right, guys, we're getting nothing. We are now, we're on channel 9. Channel 20. Yeah, we didn't have the wire all the way in. So let's go to camera 4. Camera 2, sorry. Now let's have a look what our Amstrad's doing. And it's doing 3.5 watts. So what we'll do, we'll see if we can peak up the transmitter. That's as good as we're going to get that. We may have to change the resistor. That's peaked. Let's try this one. Let's turn it down. That's all the way up. Yeah. We're going to be changing this one as well, guys. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, we can't get it over the 4 watts. Yeah. Yeah, we're struggling there, guys. So what we'll do, we'll change the resistor. Turn the power supply off. Back in the... Come on. Do you know, I actually checked it, you know, guys. I checked to see if it did that, even when it wasn't connected to the computer, and it did. So, it's computer that causes the issue. It's the actual camera itself. So we'll turn this round here, guys, and what we want to do, we want to clip out well, that resistor's red hot and all, you know. There you go. What many watts is it? 208.044. 2 ohm. 2.20, doesn't say how many watts. It's fucking big as that anyway, it's not 5 watts. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to put one of these in because these are new and they're fucking at the right wattage. Right, so what we'll do, we'll might have to fucking might not be able to get them fucking wires out and fucking oh, we've got that one off, so we can get this one off. Right, I've got a feeling, guys, at that. Right, so if I solder that to there, if I just solder that to there, we should be okay. There you go, that's one on. And what we'll do for this, we'll just put clear the crap off, put a hook on it. There we go. And we'll solder, we'll tin that up first. Bit of solder on that. Don't you start whining, you'll be good all day. There you go. There we go, guys. Now what we'll do. Ow! Ouch! Ah, the fucking out of resistor, end of that resistor was red hot. I touched it. Put that in there. That's one in. So you do not have to be soldered to the board. As long as you get a good mechanical connection, you know. As long as you get a good mechanical connection, guys, it'll be fine. So I'll do this for the same one here. Get a good mechanical connection. So you don't have to solder them straight to the board, you can, and we want a bit of height anyway, so now let's turn this round. There we go. There's the resistor. Move that capacitor back a bit if I can. I can't. So there's the resistor stuck up. Right, we are there you go. Get in there. I mean, that's fucking big enough. Screwdriver to just, I just need to knock that into place. Oh, there we go. That might help. Yeah, it does. Solder that together. I've just knocked my solder onto the floor. Good job we have a load knocking around, isn't it, guys? Now all we do is we just solder this together. And there we go. That's our ballast resistor replaced. give it a second to cool down. We'll turn it round so it looks half decent. There we go. And there you go, guys. And there's no way it's going to hit the top. The insulation is way above the power socket, so we're okay there. So we turn the power supply back on. We should be greeted with our channels. We have if we turn the radio on. Now we'll move some of these fucking wires. This is shit. There we go. Right, so what we'll do next, we'll go back to camera 2 and see what this is fucking doing now, shall we? I bet it's doing more than what it was. Look at that, whoa! Just over 4 watts. So what we need to do, guys, we don't need to balance the transmitter here, it's already been done. But we will, just for the hell of it, we'll make sure that's okay. I know that one's okay. That's okay. Now this one. Let's turn the power down. That's turning the power down as well, so we need to come back. That's maximum. I don't know what it is with this one though, but this one has to be screwed down. That's 4 watts. And that's just above, so we'll use this to trim it down. What we'll do, we'll try to see if we get any more. Make sure these are peaked. Yeah. Yeah, that's peaked. Peaked. So we'll set the power for 4 watts. So what the powers that be say we can have. That's 4 watts. Let's see what we're like on channel. Like on channel 40. We should be pretty balanced. You never know, we might get an awkward one. That's 4 watts on 40. That's just over on 1. And 4 watts on channel 20. That's good enough. And let's see how hot our resistor's getting. Believe it or not, guys, I can feel that. I can put my hand on that. I couldn't put my hand on the other one. It's hot. It's hot, but I can put my hand on it. So that's done, guys. We're not going to We're not going to go through the receiver because there's no need. Let's turn it off and let's go back to camera 3. The alignment procedure on this for the transmitter, guys, it's the same. Let's unplug that. Let's turn the power supply off. Right, the alignment on this one, guys, it's the same. I've got it upside down and I want it that way. Yeah, we'll get a bit warm on that transistor, but again, we would be, we were keyed up. Right, the alignment on this one, guys, is exactly the same. It's him, 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 and him. Don't touch any of the coils, don't mess about stretching things. It doesn't do it any good. And that's all good that now, guys. We've got the correct value in there, what I think, which is 5 watt 1 ohm. And that should be good. That should do us now. And it's nice to see, actually, guys. You know, it's nice to see that you know, that these radios are still working 40 years after they were made. You know, they're still working. Although some of them do get repaired. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys and girls, the government want to see the back of these, and they're only allowed to be used. Really, the law says, the new directives on Ofcom, they say that you can only use them, they're only allowed to be used until they are past their useful life. The problem is, you see, you've got people like me repairing them. People like me and Richard and a few other guys, you know, still repairing them. So and even the guys who are into sidebands, like my friend Graham, Microchips, you know, even he repairs the odd, even he does the odd CB2781 radio. So, you know, these radios are going to be around for a lot fucking longer. I'll bet you there's still some of these around. I bet there'll be a lot of them still around long after I'm not here. You know, I think so, guys. I think there'll be a lot of life left in these radios yet. As long as you can still buy the parts. I mean, a lot of the chips you can't get. You know, like once all the PLLs and stuff die, you know, but even then somebody will come up with a workaround. You know, there'll always be somebody like Microchips, you know, come up with a workaround for things. I mean, he's a brilliant guy, him. He's come around with work. He's come up with workarounds for all sorts of stuff. You know, he's really good at what he does. You know, but he writes his own software for it and everything. He's really, really, really clued up on it, you know. He's more clued up than I'll ever be. I mean, what I need to do next, guys, is buy some warranty seals for this lot, so that I can put warranty seals on them and start getting rid of them. I won't sell them without warranty seals on them. The only person I'll sell radios to without warranty seals is there's only 2 people I'll do it with, and that's either Richard in Lincolnshire, because he services them anyway, so you know he's going to open it, and Microchips Graham. They're the only 2 people I'll actually sell radios too with no warranty on them, no warranty seals on them, security seals even. So there we go guys, let's go to camera 4, camera 2 sorry. Yeah. And we can zoom out from the Marconi instrument. There we go. Turn that camera a little bit towards me. I need to recharge this tripod tonight. Hasn't been done for a couple of days. Oh, down a bit. Oh, I did guys, honestly I slept really comfortable last night. I did, you know, it's the best sleep I've had. Honestly guys, it's, you know, I felt so refreshed when I woke up, I didn't want to get out of bed. So I didn't, I stayed there. I only got up to go to the lavatory and got back in bed again. You know, I was really, what's this off? Warning, oh. Anyway, so let's see what we're chatting about now. Rob's channel. I'm just an all-round singer. I've met Joe. You've met everybody, Harvey. Met everybody. You mention anybody, Harvey's met them. You know, still. You never know, even fucking might have done, but, you know. My school was built on Low Victorian Asylum figures, yeah. I should have gone there. Joe Meek, he was claimed to have invented heavy metal, wasn't he? I think. Ofcom want 27 megahertz back. It'll never. No, it won't because, you know, it won't because it's our band. It was given to us. What's that link for, Harvey? I'm only winding you up, you cunt. Stop sending fucking links to prove a point. Because I don't even bother looking at them. Only tormenting you. Anyway, government want 20. I really wobble. I never said you were making it up, Harvey. Just told you I'm only winding you up, you cunt. Stop fucking being. Don't go there. I never said you were a liar. If I thought you were a liar, I'd fucking say so. You know, fucking. I've never actually met anybody famous, I don't think. Yeah, government and Ofcom want 27 megahertz back. It'll never happen. There's too many fucking CBs out there. They can't do fuck all about it. They may as well just forget it because it's never going to happen. Not in our lifetime anyway. What are they going to do? Suddenly say, oh, you can't use your radios? People will tell me fuck off and use them anyway. You know what would happen, don't you, if they tried to get all the CBers off 27 megs? Everybody on 27 megs would just go out and buy burners. And whatever the government were using it for, we'd just key up on it and fuck them up. I'd even join in. Oh, you didn't mean me, right? You said in general, right? Anyway, hi Kevin, I watched your new video, Breakfast Time, about the rare Xbox accessory. Awesome, it's amazing how much accessories I ever get. I mean, the thing I find, though, I'll say this, guys. The thing I find with most gaming accessories, most of them are fucking useless. You know, most gaming accessories are there just to get your money, and they're absolutely fucking. Most of them are a waste of time. All you need is the fucking game and the machine to play it, and the joypad. That's all you need. You don't need nothing else. Yeah, there are a couple on 934, isn't there? Yeah, because that was because when they legalised it, they legalised 27. They legalised 27, and they also legalised fucking 934 as well. But it didn't last on 934, did it? Bob, is it Bob or Rob? It didn't last long, did it? Because they made it illegal. It's even illegal to own one of them sets now. You're not even allowed to have them. If you get caught even with one, you get done. Yeah, but I don't know what did they use? What did they use the old 934 megahertz band for now? Anyway, I mean they must use it. There must be something on there, because it's illegal to even own a radio now. You're not even allowed to buy them. You know. Are you listening, Kevin? You know, you see, good evening, Paul. I got sold to Vodafone. Right. Rob's radio, it's a problem, Andy. Government will come up with fines and make people pay fines for you. People just won't pay them. I mean, people just tell them to get fucked. Andy, do you have a proper power socket and lead for a high gain V? Mine has a chock block inside. I might. What do you call it? I might have, I'm not sure. They have a, They have a Cybernet plug on them. Them high gains. They have a Cybernet socket because they're a Cybernet rig. They have the, the same socket as a Rotel 240. Leave it with me, Harvey. I'll have a look if I've got one. I'll get one out to you. I had to tighten two nuts and two nuts on two knobs. It was moving everywhere. Yeah, I might have one. I'm not sure. I'll have a look. If I have, then yeah. I don't think it is used now, that band, is it? But the government, they can't get. If they start imposing fines. A 3-pin plug. Oh yeah. It's a Unidem one, isn't it? Yeah, it's the Unidem one. Yeah, it's the Unidem one. Yeah, you got them on the old AMs, the old Midland AMs and stuff. Yeah, so what do you call it? It's a 3-pin on them, and they are a Cybernet board though. They are Cybernet radios. Would need the power lead too. Well, the power leads, they're available. You can get them. I think you can buy the socket actually on eBay. You can certainly buy the power lead. I bought one not long ago. Because I've got a couple of radios that use that lead. Yeah. Yeah, I know which one you're on about, Harvey. It's this one here. If we're going to show it on the camera. It's this one here. It's that one. The 3-pin one, it's that. Yeah, that's the one it uses. Yeah. My dad had a phone, Andy. It was a great phone. Like a big brick. He had to stop using the phone because interference with airport frequencies. I have some sad news today. I have to close down my Alarm and CCT business. Oh, that's a shame. How come? That's shit, that, isn't it? You know, and then they wonder why people are on the fucking dole. Because people can't afford to. Yeah, it's bad news, that, Paul. Yeah, because they were, what do you call it? They were all Cybernet though, weren't they? Them iGains. Because they look like the British. They look like the UK version of the Oscar One. Got the same front as a York 861 on them. Or York 863. Some of them have. Some of them have. They look like a bit like a York 861. Some of them, or one of the Yorks. Yeah, 3 versions. Yeah, I think they've all got the same board in them, though, haven't they? I think they're all the same bloody inside. They've just got different knobs on them. Knobs in different positions that do different things. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Paul. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they did a few. There were a few versions of everything, though. I mean, like the Binatone 5-star, the same front was used on the Colt Black Shadow. There was a few different versions of that as well, because some of them had FM on them, and some of them didn't. It's like the Colt 444. The Colt 444 was available in different flavours, and some of them didn't have the FM on them, and some of them had FM on them. Yeah, it's a clarifier and KC shift. Yeah. Yeah, you could have, but I'm not fucking about going over there to display a picture this time. Yeah, they're all basically the same fucking rig inside. It's just that some of the things do, some of the buttons do different things. But they've all got the same bloody board in them, them iGains. As far as I'm aware. All the ones I've seen have. But yeah, they've got the Uniden type socket on them, haven't they? Instead of the Cybernet socket. But you can always tell a Cybernet rig, just look at the signal meter. The signal meters on Cybernet based rigs give it away what it is. You can tell as soon as you look at it. Same as Unidens, you can tell whether it's Uniden or anything else. Work has dried up, people are installing more and more DIY systems, that's true. Likes of Ring, etc. Look on the rear if radio, I think that was meant to say. Yeah, send me a picture of it, Harvey. Yeah, send me a picture of it, I'll see if I can display it. Send me a picture of it. It's a long time to be in business, that 35 years, and then suddenly have to fucking shut down. It's shit. It's fucking bad news, you know. You know, it's bad fucking news. And then the government wonder why people are on the fucking dole. You know, fucking... But that being said, though, the problem is a DIY system is cheaper. Let's have a look. A DIY system is always going to be cheaper than getting a man out to come and put it in. Because when you get a man out to put it in, you've got to pay him. A DIY, you pay yourself. Which is shit, really. I mean, I don't mind getting someone in to do a job for me. As long as they're competent. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a Cybernet version. They all are. Yeah. Yeah, it's the one with the KC shift. It's got fine and coarse. Yeah, it's fine and coarse, RF gain. Yeah. STMP, whatever that fucking means, off. I don't know what that is. Noise blanking switch. Yeah, they're a bit like an Oscar, a bit like our Oscar 1. Same fucking shape as our Oscar 1. Yeah, the Cybernet, you can tell by the black on white and red meter. Yeah, the black and red on the white and red on black meter. Yeah, Cyber. There was only Cybernet. I'm aware they did that. Yeah, volume and squelch. Yeah, it's ABCD, which is probably low band. Yeah. Yeah, finding course, yeah, KCA, finding course, KC shift clarifier, RF gain, yeah, and it's all mode, it goes from carrier wave all the way to FM, and PA has a PA system in there as well. It's a 4-band job, in it is. It'll be low, mid, it'll be low, mid, high and super high, because you've probably got a fucking light on it that says high. No, on this one it hasn't. Oh, I can't see it. No, there's no light on this one. Some of them normally have a light on them. Yeah, but it looks a bit like it looks like our Oscar 1s. Looks a bit like the Oscar 1 we got. Yeah, high gain V, whatever the V is. Is it a 4? No, it's not a 4, is it? Is it a 3 or a 5 or something? Yeah, but this is the one with the KC shift on it. And you've got your 4 bands. Yeah, you've got your 4 bands. Fucking A, B, C and D. I think D is high band. I think D is super high band, isn't it? Because C is high band, B is fucking mid band, and I think A is low band, or it could be super low. It could even be super low band, mid band, and high band. I'm not sure, but that's how they're configured. That's probably how they're configured. They're basically a Cybernet chassis. Which board I can't remember, I can't think, but be a Cybernet. Yeah. I don't know what do you call it? I don't know what that switch is there for though. STP, ST at the top, PE, PEE at the bottom, and it says off. I know the NB is noise blanker. I don't know what ST dot double PEE is. I don't know what that is. Not got a fucking clue. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. Never seen that before. Yeah, and the volume and squelch is both in one control, one behind the other. Fine and coarse are. The rest are all single. Your band switch, your mode switch, and your RF gain. Then your channel change. Yeah, but it's Cybernet anyway. You can tell it's Cybernet by looking at the fucking meter. The meter tells you that. I'm trying to sit and work out what ST.PEE means. I'm pretty sure somebody will tell me. It might even be some letters missing. The ST could have some letters missing from it. Let's see what have we got. What's people saying? 4 banks. 4 banks are rare beast. Yeah, They are, because they're normally high, mid and low, aren't they? Low band, high band, and low band, mid band, and high band, or super high. It's for the Roger beep on and off. Right. That sounds like an 8795DX. Hello, Azerty. Yeah, I won't go through all your numbers, but yes, hello, my friend. My friend's wife gave it to me when my mate died. I always wanted one. Yeah, it sounds like that, doesn't it? I mean, it's yeah. Yeah, they were only normally high, mid and low, weren't they, them things? Or low, mid and high, depending how you want to say it. Them high gains. Yeah, it's rare if it's got the bank of 4 on it. Yeah, because it'll be. I think it'll be low. I think it'll be low, mid, high, and super high. That's what I think it will be. I'd hang on to that one, Harvey. Yeah. Might be worth a few quid, even have the original box for it. Well, what happened to the socket? And the coffee, yeah, they came with coffin mics then, didn't they? Yeah, they came with coffin mics. Most of the Cybernet radios did. The only ones that didn't were the poverty spec ones, like the York 861 and the Harrier CB and the Rotel 220, the Rotel RVC 220. They all came with standard ordinary mics. But once you started to move up the range, they all started to have coffin mics. I think the coffin mics were better. Yeah. So what you can buy them sockets on eBay, Harvey. They still make them because they're still used on radios and 3-pin sockets. Because my CRT Superstar 706900's got one on it. So they're still making them. They're still making them. I mean, you can still buy them sockets. You can buy the leads as well. The leads are about £5 or something. But it's worth. Wish I could get a new front panel for it. Wow, what's wrong with the panel? It looks alright. Looks like it's got something stuck on where it says high gain. Whether that's oxidisation, let's have another look. Whether that's oxidisation or where a label used to be. That just looks like glue, that, Harvey. The front panel looks nice. The front panel looks really lovely. I mean, yeah, okay, there's a couple of dings in it here and there. But what do you expect? It's a fucking 40-odd-year-old radio. Of course it's got dings. All these up here have. Apart from that fucking, well, even that Midlander restored, I think that's got one or two that I couldn't sand out. But that looks like it's got, what do you call it on it, where it says high gain. That looks like it's had a sticker on it. I reckon that'd clean off. A bit of IPA or label remover, I reckon you'll get that up. I reckon that'll come off that with a bit of label remover. Because label remover takes off the residue, sticky residue, but it breaks it down, but doesn't take the paint off or damage the finish. Yeah. But yeah, they were good radios. I mean, all the Cybernet based radios were good. Everything that Cybernet had to do with, they did it well. Alright, Steve, going well actually, mate, no problem. Yeah, right over the eye game. But yeah, that just looks like, that looks like residue, that, Harvey, where somebody's put somebody's stuck another fucking badge on it to try and hide it from the frequency police. Well, try special label remover. I mean, IPA might not do it, but a special label remover might. Or maybe a bit of acetone. Hey, try a bit of red nail varnish remover. That's acetone, isn't it? Nail varnish remover. That's got acetone in it. Try a bit of that. That might just take it off. But there is a guy on eBay, and he does custom decals that you stick over the original, and it makes the radio look brand new. Yeah, he stuck a sticker over. I don't know why people even bothered. I mean, I got a Superstar. I bought a Superstar. What do you call it? A Superstar 2000 off a guy once. They were Cybernet rigs as well, good rigs. I bought this Superstar 2000. Right, so acetone will can melt the plastic. Yeah, but if you mask it off, Harvey, if you mask it off and you do it with a cotton bud carefully, you shouldn't harm the plastic, because the decal's made out of metal. It's made out of aluminium. So it could still be done. You just mask off where you don't want the acetone to go. And yeah, I know, but but there is a guy on there is a guy on eBay. I bought some decals from him for mics. I linked his fucking channel in. Summit Print. What was his name? I'm just looking to see if I can see the fucking decals anywhere. I can't remember his name. But fucking, he does decals for all different radios. And if you tell him if you want a custom decal, he'll do it for you. And all you do is just pull your knobs off, pull your front off, and just give it a slight rubbing down to get it all nice and smooth and flat, and just stick your and then just. I spilled acetone on a Rotel once. Proper damage to it. Yeah, it will do, because they're only screen printed, aren't they, on them Rotels? The plastic. Yeah, you've got to be careful what you put on them. I won £10 on postcode lottery last week. Ollie Road round the corner made the local news. They all won. They all won £1,000 each. Lovely. Wish I could. Yeah, fucking. I mean, I'm happy with what I've got. Don't get me wrong, guys. I really am, but a bit more wouldn't hurt. Seriously though. Yeah, the high gain is printed on. It's printed onto an aluminium. They're an aluminium insert, Harvey. Where all the switch, because I've had one. I had the UK version, which was the Oscar one, and they're printed on. I've still got the fucking front somewhere. Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but the insert isn't. The insert's aluminium on them. We could be here until Christmas arguing about it, but they are. The inserts where it tells you what all the controls do, that's an aluminium insert. It's an aluminium insert on them. That's why the fucking control stuff don't wear off. That's why they never wear around the controls. Because they're printed on aluminium, and the ones that are printed on aluminium tend not to wear as bad as the plastic ones. I mean, I've seen Rotel 240s with fuck all on the front because they've been well used. The Rotel I've got here, that's a nice one, luckily. It's aluminium. It's aluminium glued to a plastic base. It is. You know, it's aluminium. So you can quite easily mask off the area that is plastic, which is the lip and the front of the front, and then just where it says eye gain, just go around it very, very, very carefully, because that's aluminium. But there is a guy on Exact Print, I think he's called, Extreme Print, Print Extreme he's called. The channel knob needs print. Yeah, I've just done some. I've just done some knobs. What did I do the knobs on? Oh, that Harvard. Yeah, I did the front and the knobs on that Harvard. That I've just put the resistor in. Yeah, I'd try a bit of washing up liquid, but you know, yeah, he may get away with it. Or I'll tell you what might do it, Harvey. A bit of WD-40. Spray a bit of WD-40 on it. That tends to get under fucking everything. That, doesn't it? I mean, that'll even dissolve super glue. WD-40 breaks super glue down. I know that because some fucker super glued my lock shut years ago. Not here, when I lived in the place before I was married. I had an argument with my neighbour underneath, and the fucking petty bastard, I hope he's fucking pushing up daisies, to be honest. Fucking Billy the Brick he was known as. I couldn't fucking stand him. He was a bricklayer, that's why he was known as Billy the Brick. Not because he was as hard as one, he was as thick as one. WD-40 might do it. You know, but acetone will do it, but you've just got to be careful not to get it near the plastic. But the insert is aluminium. I'll tell you that now, guys, and I'm not going to argue about it. They are aluminium because they're basically the same front as the Oscar one we got, and they had aluminium inserts in them as well. I know that because I took one out. Well, I didn't take it; it fell out because the glue they use breaks down, and the fronts fall out. Same as the fucking the Binatone 5 stars and fucking. The what do you call it? It's the Fidelity 2001s and 2000s. The decals fall out of them because they use the same sort of glue and it deteriorates. Taking a painting break, how's Scraps today? He's alright, thanks, Sir Clarence. He's alright, mate, no worries. He went to the vet on Wednesday and they gave him some medication. If WD-40 doesn't work, try UB-40, just don't see too loud. Yeah, mine is printed on. Yeah, the eye gain, all the stuff's printed on, but it's what I'm trying to fucking say, and none of you seem to be getting it. It's printed onto an aluminium fucking substrate. It's all printed on, and then the aluminium substrate is stuck into the front of the plastic front. You know. You know, when your front falls out, you'll see Harvey, because you're fucking aluminium. Because I had one, the front fell out. Weren't an eye gain, it was the Oscar 1, but they're the same fucking thing, except without all the bands. The Oscar 1 was the UK version. It used the same case and the same fucking front. And where you would have got your band switch on a fucking eye gain, they turned that to they changed that for a Delta Tune switch. That was used for a 3-position Delta Tune switch. But other than that, it's the same thing. The board's different because the UK version used the Cybernet 134 board obviously. And drink plenty of red wine like Graham. Fucking radio cruncher. He's an old soaking minute. I tell you what, I wouldn't let him near my fucking drinks cabinet. I get what you're saying, Andy. The decals are printed onto the aluminium sheet and the cutouts. Yes, and they cut out like exactly. Fuck me! Finally, somebody's understood what I've said. Hey, it's not bad. That guy's only taken half an hour. No, seriously though. Yeah, that's how they're done, Rob. I mean, you know, I mean, on some of them they are plastic. The Rotels are plastic. You can tell. The Harriers are even even the Harriers. The Harriers, the CB and the CBX. They have printed aluminium fronts on them, but theirs come right over onto like a lip. Try and show the picture on here. Well, I don't need to, do I? Because it's an iGameV, so people only have to type it in on the net. It'll be on RigPix. I'm back and pissed in both ways. Lovely. You know, it means I have to move over there. Gee. And it means I have to disturb Scraps because he's nicely curled up on the floor. Alright, let's see. Yeah, you just go to RigPix, and it's on fucking RigPix. Hang on, let me come over here. You know, fucking. Most of them Cybernet radios. Let's go here a minute. Most of them Cybernet radios were the fucking same anyway. If it came out of Cybernet, they usually were the same. And the UK versions, the versions made for the UK market. They just recycled the cases in most cases. They just recycled the cases and fucking... It's like the Binatone 5-star. Before it was a Binatone 5-star, it was the fucking Colt Black Shadow. You know. There's even been a Midland version of the Rotel 240. There was a mid-band version of that. I forget who made that one. If it was in the Rotel case, it would have been a Cybernet, probably a 134 board, or something like a 134 board. I mean, the only difference in them radios, really, you could turn. Here we are. Let's see if I can. Right, copy image. Right, let's go down to here. Now let's see if I can save the image on the desktop. Paste. Right, there's the, yeah. Oh no, I might be wrong actually, it might be printed on. Looking at it on here guys, hey, do you know something? No, I'm not, I'm right. Because you can see where it's scuffed at the top there. No, it could be wrong, it could be printed on. I'm sure that, yeah, the one I had wasn't, it was metal. But yeah, I think these ones are printed, I think these are, yeah, I think I might be wrong here guys. I think that's fucking print. I think that's plastic, isn't it? Printed on, yeah, it is. Yeah, well, I do owe you lot an apology. I digress. I hate apologising, and I hate digressing as well. Still, never mind. If you're wrong, you're fucking wrong, and you hold your hands up to it, guys. It's the way I look at things. Hang on. That's the way I look at it, guys. If you're fucking wrong, you're wrong. It's simple as that, innit? I'm just going to capture this, guys. I've not gone anywhere. I'm still here. I'm just going to go... Right, yeah, it is, yeah, I stand corrected, it's plastic. I do stand corrected, guys. Image capture. Right. It's going to take me a bit to do this, guys. Right, it's going to take me a bit to do this. Because I don't even know what fucking number the fucking image is. All I know is it's a fucking image. I'll have to go back, it could be any of them fuckers. Right, which one is it? Untitled. Right. Untitled, it's that one. There you go, guys. I'll try and make that a bit bigger. There you go. That's what Harvey's got. A high gain V. Yeah, you can tell now it is plastic, isn't it? I thought it was aluminium, guys. I thought, looking at the original picture Harvey sent me, I only looked at it on my phone, to be fair, and I thought that was an aluminium inset, but it's not. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, you can see that the scratches in the front here, the little marks and stuff, they're the same colour as the top here. Yeah, they're the same colour, so it's plastic. Yeah, yeah, it is, it's plastic, that. The nice radios, though. Yeah, please accept my apologies, guys. I do stand corrected. I hate the fact that I'm fucking wrong. Never mind. Shit happens, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, but I always thought they were metal. Thought they were aluminium. Thought they were, because I'm sure I got a front off one that was aluminium. It might have been something else, but I'm sure it was an Oscar one, which is basically the same fucking front. So it couldn't have been an Oscar one I got the front off. It must have been something else. Yeah, but there's a guy Harvey. He actually does decals that fit straight over. You know, he does them to right dimensions with everything that should be printed on them. And all you do is just take your front off and rub it down, and you apply the new decal that he sends, and they look like new. You won't find, you'll be lucky, to be honest, because they're rare. Because that's a 4-band radio. You'll be lucky to find a fucking front. You'll be lucky to find a front that looks any good. Most of them are trash. Anyway, let's go back to camera, whatever it was, 5. You know, but yeah, they're good radios, though. You know, of course they're good radios. The Cybernet. Anything Cybernet made was good. It was the fucking other stuff that was crap. Uniden weren't too bad, but they weren't as good as Cybernet. I mean, Cybernet made some of the best radios ever. There's actually some speculation as whether those Amstrads had Cybernet boards in them. Some people say they do and some people say they don't. Looking at the signal meter, I'd have to set on the Fidelities, which is the same board, I'd have to say that they do. But they were made in the old Cybernet factory by the ex-Cybernet employees. But someone said they were also made by the company that made them Royce radios. So, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, they've got a Cybernet signal meter in them. They're Cybernet. But whether they're Cybernet or whether or not they work, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, back in the day, guys, every fucking man and his dog brought one out, didn't they? Everybody wanted to get in on it. I mean, you had the really good stuff. You had the really good stuff like the Midlands, like the Precision Series Midlands. You had the really good stuff, and then you got the really horrible stuff. You know, you had the good stuff like all the Cybernet based stuff, and the Maxon based stuff, and then you got the really shit stuff like the Fidelity 3000 base station, and the Fidelity 1000, and all its variants. Well, that's it. I mean, you know, time is precious, and you know, people are precious. We're not here forever. You know, I don't understand. Do you know? I don't understand humanity, right? I'll never understand humanity. I could live for 1,000 years. I know I won't, but I could. I'll still never understand it. You know, I mean, we should be nice to each other because we don't know how long we've got. You know, we don't know how long. You know? It's like my mum. I love my mum to bits, of course I do. You know, but she doesn't know who I am. So I don't bother going to see her because she doesn't know who I am. So me going to see her doesn't make it any better. I said, you know, she's been like that for a few years, and I said to her at my brother's funeral, you know, she says, "Who are you?" Like that to me, she says, "Who are you?" I turned around and said, "You had no trouble recognising me when I was a kid, when you were putting that fucking plimsoll across me ass." I said, "You had no fucking trouble looking at me then." CB radio overnight, what have I missed? Oh, you've not missed anything really. All you've missed is me putting some ballast resistors in Amstrads and a Harvard for summer MPT or whatever it was. Yeah, just ballast resistors and you've only missed ballast resistor replacements and transmitter tune-ups. You've not missed a great deal, Neil. But then again, it's all on there. Amstrad 901 have PCM A 22F, yeah, printed on the circuit board. That's the same as Cybernet, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought. You know, but there's some people who argue that they're not Cybernet, but they are, as far as I'm concerned, they are. You know, because that board was used everywhere. It was, you know, it was referred to. My friend Richard and he's been in it for 40 odd fucking years. He knows. He's been in. I think he's been in it longer than that. You know, he's been in it for a fucking hell of a long time, and he says that they're Cybernet economy. What he refers to them as the Cybernet economy chassis. So, as far as I'm concerned, I don't care what people say or how experienced people think they are. As far as I'm concerned, they are Cybernet boards. I've got a Fidelity 2000 FM up here, and a Rotel next to it, and the signal meters are exactly the same. Cybernet signal. You can always tell a Cybernet. You can always tell a Cybernet radio because the signal meters in all of them, except the fucking base stations, and I think the Colt 444 they have a different meter because they're Cybernet as well. They're Cybernet based. They're early Cybernet based. They're from the fucking. They were made before FMCB was even legalised in the UK. They're 70s, very very early 80s sets then. But Cybernet, generally you identify a Cybernet radio I generally identify them by the signal meter, because the signal meters are a bit narrower and a bit higher, a bit wider, a bit narrower and a bit higher than Uniden meters, and they're almost always black with white and red writing on them. You know, that's how you tell Cybernet meters. I mean, Amstrad's didn't have a Cybernet meter. Amstrad's didn't have a Cybernet meter because they had a fucking, because they elected to use LEDs. They elected to use a bar graph, and you know, rather than a conventional signal meter, because it was in keeping with the products that Amstrad were making. I mean, their hi-fis were full of fucking LEDs, weren't they? So why break with tradition? You know, what's bloody useless? Or your laptop, you know. But when all said and done, guys, you know, as far as I'm concerned, the Fidelity 2001s, the Fidelity 2000, I've got Fidelity 2000s here, and they are actually 134 boards. They are definitely Cybernet. They are 134, but the 2001 has the same signal meter, and they're near enough the same fucking radio, except the chassis is different. You know, and the other thing I never fucking got, the other thing I never got, is why put the high low power attenuator switch on the back. You know, that should have been on the front of all radios, because, you know, if you're travelling in a convoy in close quarters, you're going to want to drop it to low power, so you're not fucking coming over the top of everybody, pardon the expression. So you're not bleeding over the top of everybody. That's what low power's for. Even a lot of the export radios and American AM radios, a lot of them had low power, so you could actually, so if you were in a situation, you could drop the power, you know, because you don't, if you're travelling behind a car that's travelling, if you're travelling behind a car that's a couple of feet in front of you, about 10 feet in front, you don't need 4 watts. You know, you can afford to drop the power to the 400 milliwatts or 500 milliwatts on the American sets. You can afford to knock it down to the 500 or 400 milliwatts and use the low power. My bench PSU has the overcurrent limit on the back. You know, I mean, but mine have got it on the front. Mine's got it on the front. All my suppliers have, except me big Zurich one that doesn't have overcurrent limit. If you plug something into that and you turn it on, it gives it the full fucking 30 amps. It gets the full 30 amps. And whatever goes into that, if it's faulty, it will smoke. That's for sure. But I've got another one here which I'm not sure whether it is a 30 amp, but I'm not sure whether it would actually current limit. I don't think it does. I think anything you plug into that would just fucking smoke. But this one up here, anything you plug into it, the one I use here, the KB one, that was a cheap power supply in the day. It is 13.8 volt, 5 amp. I bought that in a job lot of stuff that I bought, and I rebuilt the supply, I recapped it and everything, and went through it. and made sure that it's made it safe, because they were actually banned, a lot of them supply. Like the Altai ones and what. The best ones to have, back in the day, the best power supplies to have for your CB were made by a company called Bremy. And they did a black one which was 3 amps. They did a blue one which was 7 amps, I think. They did a couple of other colours. Yeah, I think these I think these Amstrads, they are Cybernet boards. Although they have got Amstrad stamped on the board, but their hi-fis had Amstrad. I mean, Alan Sugar really loved his name, because that's what Amstrad stands for. It stands for Alan Michael Sugar Trading Limited. That's what Amstrad stands for. It's an anagram of his name. But you know, I didn't know Courtney was out. I'd have put the karaoke on to start with if I'd have known Courtney. I mean, I'm not going to now because little Tommy will be in bed, but if I'd have known she wasn't in, I'd have put the karaoke on and sung a couple of songs. Yeah. You know, but I didn't know. I thought she was in. I'll have to listen out next time, and if I think, you know, what's the worst she can do? Knock on and ask me if I can turn it down, or give a liberal thump on the ceiling. If she gives a liberal thump on the ceiling, which I've told her to do if it's too loud. If it's at night and it's too loud, just give a liberal thump on the ceiling, and I'll turn it down. Saves her coming down the fucking stairs, doesn't it? Just give a liberal bang bang, and I'll turn it down, because I don't like upsetting my neighbours, especially if my neighbour's got a baby, and yeah, she hasn't a rough enough time with him as it is. He can be a handful for her, you know. So she doesn't want a downstairs neighbour making it any harder than it is, and you know. I'll tell you what, guys, I wish I had a tin of fly spray. Do you know, you should have seen, you would not believe how many moths were in here last night. I'm sure Harvey's been here and had his wallet open. You had your wallet open in here, Harvey. Because there was a load of moths in here last night. And there's one there now. And it's about to become an ex-moth. Oh, no, it's not. It's gone past. I can't reach it now. But yeah. Yeah, I've got an hospital appointment, guys. I've got an hospital appointment. I'm going to go and have my breathing check because they reckon I can't breathe properly. Yeah. 12th of July, I thought it was the 15th. Please can we ask you to confirm the appointment is suitable? You can do this by the patient portal or by a response to the appointment reminder text. Right, if you no longer need an appointment or unable to attend, please show your arse in Woolies window. If you can't unable to show your arse in Woolies window, which you can't nowadays because Woolies is gone, or at least you can't show your arse in Woolies window anymore. Your clinic, the chest team, or a member of their team. Its location, Stepping Hill Hospital. Speciality, chest medicine. Yeah. If we do not hear from you, we will look forward to meeting you for your outpatient appointment. Yours sincerely, the cocksucker, the chief cocksucker, Stepping Hill Hospital. Yeah. Yeah, but that, with all said and done, guys, I see at the chat. Been 12 weeks since my mum fell, missing her, fell. Just put my glasses on, fucking hell, guys. Sometimes I can manage without them, other times She's got fucking dodgy eyes. Well, I wish my bank manager would have dodgy eyes. Yeah. I see, yeah, at the Chipmunk, it's been 12 weeks since my mum fell, missing her footing on the stairs. We're all wondering, will she ever walk again? Lost loads of weight, fed up not being dependent. Yeah. I mean, my mum doesn't know who I am, so I don't go to see her because it's just not. I just don't think it's nice. Doesn't mean to say I don't love her, because I do, but you know, I just can't bear. It's like when my dad died. I never went to the hospital because, you know, I went to the hospital. Me and Willie went. I had a little under 50. We went on the under 50, and my dad was still conscious at this point. And he says to me, I says, "Are you all right, Dad?" He says, "What are you doing here?" I says, "I'm here to see if you're all right." He says, "Oh, go on, we call me a dickhead." He said, "Go on, you dickhead." He says, "I'll see you when I come out." But he weren't coming out, and me and Willie already knew that. So I says to Willie, I says, "He told me to fuck off home." I said, "So you stay here with him." I said, "I can't bear to anyway." So Willie stayed with him. And it's the same with my mum. You know, I just can't bring myself to see her in the state that she's in. And, you know, you need a bag of Scotch. I like Scotch eggs. Corona beer is lovely. Never tried it. I've had coronavirus. I've had that. Didn't think much of it, but I've had it. You know. You see, I can't bring myself to just go down. My sister's been making inquiries, and my sister's been letting me know. See, my mum's that bad. My oldest brother, our Jack, he went to see her, and she didn't even know who he was. You know, he went to see her at the hospital because she's in hospital. He went to see her the other day because they're keeping her in there while they find somewhere for her to go, because she can't stay in that house where she was living, and she shouldn't be allowed to anyway. That house is for a family with four or five kids. It's a fucking big house for one person to be rattling around in. And you know, she originally fell out with me because she said I tried putting her in a home when my brother died. And I said to her on the telephone, I says, "I didn't try putting you in a home." She said, "You did." I says, "I didn't." I says, "What I did," I says, "I was trying to arrange for some people to come in and care and look after you, make sure you, because our Jackie's disabled, make sure you and our Jackie got fed and bathed and stuff. Made sure there was somebody there." You know, I said, because I can't be there all the time, and my sister can't be there all the time. You know, I says, and at the end of the day, somebody's got to come in. And that's what I said, that's what I meant. I wasn't trying to put her in a home. But at the same time, I really think she did belong in a home. You know? It is hard. I mean, of course it is. I mean, it is. It is. I mean, you know, it's, but how can I put it? I don't know. It's, it's difficult. I just think, I don't know. I mean, You know, whether I'm doing the right thing by not going down there, whether I'm doing the right, I don't know. But as far as I can see at the moment, I'm doing the right thing. Because she doesn't know who I am, so it wouldn't make any difference whether I went or not. Because she doesn't know any of us. So, you know, she doesn't know my sister, doesn't know me, she doesn't know our Jack. My cousin Robert went to see her, and my two cousins Louise and Teresa went to see her, and she didn't even know who they were. They walked in, they said I was with them because we all met up down there just after our Willie died. They walked in, says hello Auntie Clara, and they didn't know. She didn't know who they were. She didn't. She says it's Louise, and I said to my mum, I says oi. She says what? I says it's Louise and Teresa, and she didn't know them. She didn't know them, yet she'd known them from birth. She didn't know them, you know, and I said to her at our Willie's funeral, I said, you had no trouble recognising me when I was a kid. I said, when you were putting that plimsoll across my ass, looking through that, yeah. She used to keep a plimsoll behind the chair, you know, behind the cushion. She used to put a plimsoll behind the cushion, and you know, fucking, you know, and we fucking knew as soon as that came out, one of us was fucking getting it. You know. I remember once she went as far as to get one of our a family friend of ours called Huey Ratcliffe. He's dead now, Racky. Huey. He's dead now. He's a lot older. He was a good deal older than what I was, that's for sure. He was in his 60s, I think, when he died of cancer. Anyway, a few years ago. Anyway, he got her a strap out of school. He stole a strap out of school, and he gave her a fucking strap. And it made him very unpopular around our house with us four. It fucking did. It made him unpopular. Anyway, me and our Willie found it. We managed to catch my mum off guard one day. We got hold of it, and we took it out with us and never come back with it. Where's that fucking strap gone? She said. She said, you two little bastards have had it. So I turned around and said, you say we've had it and actually proven it's another matter, isn't it? She said, you'll get it in a minute. I said, not with that strap, we won't. You see, at the end of the day, guys, you know, I don't know what to think. But she's definitely better off in her home. She has been for a few years. That's where she's definitely better off. But my sister rang the hospital. She says, I can't tell you nothing. She said, because you're not down as her next of kin. She said, well, who is? She says, your brother, Billy. William. She said, but our William's dead. He died in 2021. She says, he's dead. So the nurse turned around, she said, well, I still can't say anything. She said, because, well, receptionist. She says, I can't tell you anything because you're not next to kin. So what about my brother Andy? She says, I can't tell him anything. So what about my other brother Jack? She says, I can't tell him anything. You know, so... Because when he died, nothing was changed. You know, she never changed anything. Because she doesn't know he's dead. Because just after the funeral, I was talking to her on the phone. And she says, when she always called him Billy. She says, when's Billy coming back? I says, mother, I said, Billy's never coming back. I says, Willie's dead. She says, dead? I says, dead, you know, dead. He's gone. I said, you were at the funeral, mother. I said, you were sat next to, she sat in front of me and my sister. I said, you were sat in front of my sister at the crematorium, in the the chapel in Southern Cemetery in Manchester. I said, you were sat there. I said, you were sat there. You were sat in front of us. Oh, right. And she didn't even know he was dead when we went to the funeral. She didn't even shed a tear. She didn't have a clue. It's a shame. Of course it's a shame. You know, but, you know, at least when my old fella passed, at least he still had all his, what's the word, follicles. He wasn't, he was bald as a bloody plump chicken, my dad. Faculties. He still had all his marbles, my old fella. I mean, my old fella was even planning on going back to work as a lorry driver, because he was only just coming up for 61. He was only 60 when he died. He was 61 a couple of months after. So he was closer to 61 than he was 60, obviously, but, you know, I don't know, guys. I mean, anyway, let's not talk about it. What have we got coming up on the channel next? Well, we've done them CBs. We've put the ballast resistors in them. And oh, I need to oil this chair, guys. This chair could do with a squirt of the oil can. Yeah, more than 2 sniffs of that and you're greedy. Fucking hell. Oh, do you know something? Do you know what it smells like in here, guys? It smells like a cattle truck's just gone past. Whew. It is horrible, Martin. It really is, mate. And you know, a lot of people. I mean, I don't bother with. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't really bother with my family. I really don't. You know, I don't bother with my family, cousins and stuff. I might see them now and again. Very rare I see them. I don't really bother. They're all on Facebook. They can speak to me if they want. They've got the choice. They can say hello. They don't, so I don't bother back as much. Our Louise and Teresa, they wish me happy birthday every year. And they tend to speak to me, but the rest of them just don't. So, you know, and if you get them on the phone, they can't wait to get off. You know, oh, someone's just come. You know, oh, I've got to go. Yeah, but I'll be honest with you guys, I think more of my friends. I've got 2 cousins in Carlisle, and they never even had the decency to let my mum know that our brother had died. It was their father, my Uncle Joe. They never even had the decency. It was our Willie who found out. Never had the decency to let her know that her own brother had died. You know? So as far as I'm concerned, them 2 cunts especially can rot in hell. I mentioned them to our Robert. He says, oh yeah, he said, I forgot about them 2. Yeah, he said, I fucking haven't. Anyway, but I'll be honest with you guys, and you know, some of you might understand this, some of you probably won't, but it doesn't matter either way. But I think more of my friends than I do my family. You know, I really do, guys. I think more of my friends. My friends are certainly more loyal than what my family are. But isn't it a shame you just can't pick your fucking family like you can pick your friends? You know. You know when it comes to families, I mean, some are good. Some have got good families. A lot of you out there have probably got great families. You know, mine ain't so fucking good. You know, but you know, but that being said, I've got a lot of friends, and you know, in some fucking households, I'm like classed as a member of the family anyway. Some of them treat me like a member of the family, and I'm not even fucking related. You know, some of them treat me like that. You know, and you know, that's nice. You know, of course it is. It's nice. But you know. I have cousins I don't talk to. No falling out. We just drifted apart. Well, that's what happened here, guys. I mean, we didn't fall out, me and Michael. I mean, them two in Carlisle, I couldn't care fucking less about because of what they did and the way in which it was done. But my cousins in Manchester, I love them to bits, I really do. I think the world of all my cousins in Manchester. And my second cousins and, you know, cousins of them cousins and, you know, I love my cousins and my cousins and my cousins and my cousins and them cousins. I've got a fucking lot of cousins. And I think the world of them all, and I do. You know, I really do, guys. But we just don't communicate. It would be nice if we did. We don't. We don't communicate. You know, but you know, we don't communicate because we've fallen out. We just don't communicate, and that's it. I mean, but you know, it'd be nice if we did. I'd love to, actually. I'd love our Robert to ring me up because we used to have some right conversations with him. That's the right lass. Years ago, you know, years and years ago. He's had some right funny lass, you know, we'd have a beer together and whatnot, that's some right lass. But, you know, fucking, you know, no, I wouldn't bother if he rang me up. I'd love him to give me a ring on my phone and say, hi Andy, how you doing, you know. Of course I would. But shit happens, it's not going to happen. CT, what's fucking CT? Oh, the cunt, which cunt's that? Before you start the stream, what am I missing here? If you ever become famous, oh, you mean that? Yeah, no, I got rid of it. I got rid of it, Harvey. I got rid of mine. Don't come up now. I got rid of mine. I turned the cunt off. It's in fucking reactions. You click on reactions. It turns it off. But you have to turn it off on every device you used. I turned it off on the laptop. It still came up on here. So I turned it off on here, and it don't come up anywhere now. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, you know, yeah, I'm happy living here. To be honest, I was going to go and move back at my mum's, you know, after our Willie passed away. I was going to move back at my mum's. And I spoke to my housing officer about it. And my housing officer recommended that I didn't do it. And I says, why? She says, because when your mum passes away, Willow Park Housing will want that house back. She says, and you'll never get another 2-bedroom flat in Stockport. You'll only become eligible for a 1-bedroom. She said, if I were you, she said, I would stay where you are and just visit your mum if you need to and keep an eye on her from a distance. You know, so I took her advice because I was going to pack up and move back down there. I had it all set ready to do it, but it never happened. It's all doom and gloom with you, ain't it? It is with Harvey, ain't it? Do you know something? Do you know what gets me though? He sits on here whinging, but I bet if he fell in a river he'd come up with a dozen fried fish. Yeah, the reaction slide button, Harvey, you slide that to fuck it off. Where's my pork? Yeah, where's my pork pie, Harvey? You didn't bring enough for everybody, did you? You probably ate them all, you greedy fuck. You know, but yeah, We're going to service a disco console soon. I'm thinking of changing the decks in it. I'm thinking of doing quite a bit with that actually. I'm thinking of doing quite a bit with that. I'm thinking of having a new motorboard made. Because the one that's in it's warped. The amplifiers, they're okay. They don't need any attention. They're okay. The amps. I want to service the preamp, and I've got 2 more decks there which are identical. They're not SP25s, but they're basically the same thing. They're like a belt drive version of the SP24. Well, I'm thinking of putting them in because they look nicer than what's in there. And what's in there is Garrard SP25s, but later versions. Mark 6s or something daft. Hello, Karen! Yeah, we're all well, thanks, honey. Harvey's in his usual whingy mood, so there's no change there. Hope Jeff is good. Yeah, absolutely. Hope life in general is good for the pair of you. Yeah, I was really impressed with my new bed frame. I mean, I got a really nice, comfortable sleep. I even had a shower last night. I had a shower because I thought, well, I have a shower regular, but I had one last night. I didn't want to get into a nice new bed. I didn't want to get into a nice new fresh bed with a dirty body. So I had a shower before I went to bed. I'm not having one tonight, but yeah. I have one every few days, but I'd not had one for a couple of days, so I thought, well, you know, there's no hurry to dirty the sheets, so I may as well fucking have a shower. I had a quick shower last night. I may have another one tonight because I felt really refreshed after it. You know. But we'll see. Yeah, fucking... Yeah, so yeah, if I'd have known Courtney was out till the time she was, I would have fired the karaoke up, guys, but I didn't know. But partly because I don't neighbour. You know, I don't really involve myself with my neighbours. You know, I don't get involved with my neighbours. You know, I say hello. I say hello, and I do have an occasional chat. I might sit there and have a chat for 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes or something. If they've got a bit of time, I'll sit and have a chat. But other than that, it's a quick hello, howdy doody, and back in. Well, Scraps can't get on it now. I lifted him on last night. I went to bed last night, Karen. I lifted him on because he can't get on because of his arthritis in his back legs. So I lifted him on and he fucking jumped straight back off again. So, you know, and he growled at me when I lifted him on. He growls at you if you lift him up. He doesn't like being lifted. Fucking growls at you, the little fucker. He's here at the side of me now. You alright? He's down here, guys. I've just moved the chair. There he is, look. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, he jumped off the bed. I lifted him on, didn't I? Hey? I lifted you on and you jumped straight off, didn't you? We'll have to what I'll have to do, guys, I'll have to get him a doggy bed. I'll have to get him a cushion or something to lie on. Because he can't lie on the floor and he can't get on the sofa anymore and he can't get on my bed. So I'll have to get him a cushion. Yeah, I'll get him a cushion to lie on. We'll get you a cushion and make some room in the bedroom, won't we? Hey? Won't we? Yeah. We'll get you a cushion to lie on. Yeah. But yeah, he's getting old, and he's getting old fast. I mean, you know, he's starting to get a bit lethargic now, aren't you, son? Yeah. I mean, he still has no trouble with his eating and drinking and stuff. He's still doing all that, aren't you? You know, he looks forward to his digestive biscuit in the morning, don't you, son? He always has a digestive biscuit on the morning, don't you? Hey? And he has a jumbo in the afternoon, and as well as his dinner, as well as his lunch and his tea. Gets his lunch and his tea, don't you? You get your lunch at 12 o'clock. Or dinner, as we sometimes call it. Eat dinner at 12 o'clock, and then about 5 o'clock you get your, yeah. So he's even finding it hard to jump up there like me there, you know. And, you know, he's not, you know, he doesn't usually have any effort doing that, but yeah, he's not. Yeah, there you go. Here you go, lad. Yeah. You got arthritis, haven't you, in your back legs? Yeah. So I mean, he can't jump up, you see. He's finding it hard. He was trying to jump up, but can't do it. And that's the problem, isn't it, lad? I'm going to let him out in a minute. I'm going to get going in a minute. What time are we on? My phone's over there. And I'll look at the clock on the computer. That's just as right. Yeah. You get silly any time, Harvey. You don't need a beer, mate. What time is it? Right, well, it's 20 past. It's almost 20 past 9, guys. I'm going to leave it there, I'm afraid, because I'm going to let him out. And if anybody wants to buy me a coffee, please feel free, although it's not compulsory. And if you haven't subscribed but you like the channel, then what are you waiting for? Click that button that begins with S. And I don't mean the share one. I've not had a drink for ages, you know. I'm due one. I'm going to have a few nights off. And when summer really kicks in, if it does, I'm going to have a few nights off. I might even take a week off doing this and just chill around and just chill in the garden every night and have a few beers, you know, because I've not had a drink since lockdown, before lockdown even, and I'm well overdue. And yeah, you know. You know, I'm gonna leave you guys all to it, and I'm gonna let him out. And I'll be back this way tomorrow night. I'm not sure what we've got tomorrow night, but we'll find something. You all take it easy, guys, and thank you very much for keeping me company. And alcohol distresses me. Yeah. And you all take care of each other, because, you know, remember, guys, there's nobody more important than yourself, you know, so look after yourselves as well. And you know, you all take care, and we'll be back this way tomorrow. I'll see what I can dig out. I'm hoping to get rid of some crap. I've got some crap to get rid of, and I'm hoping to get rid of some crap, because I want to clear bench. I want to make room in the bedroom to put that record player and amp in, because it's outstayed its welcome, and it hasn't found its way into the front room yet. Well, the record deck's never going to, but the amp is, I think. I might even move them into the dining room and put them in there, because I could put them in the dining room, and then you know. But then I think, I don't know. I've got the Alan Sugar shitter in there, and the Sharp VZ3000s in the dining room. So, and I've got an Armstrong amp in there and a reel-to-reel tape recorder. Do I really need any more hi-fi in the dining room? Not really. I might flog them. You know, I might put them up for sale. I mean, I bought the amp for myself, but it's been sat there that long. I might just put the fucker on Marketplace and say goodbye. It is a good amplifier, and just get rid of it. You all take it easy, guys, and I'll be back this way tomorrow. Bye for now.